Hey guys, I am doing Wednesday videos now because I usually close on Fridays, and I'm particularly glad I'm doing a Wednesday video this week because this weekend is commencement, and I think I'm one of like 5 people who didn't request the whole weekend off, so I'm closing every day this weekend, like 10-hour shifts, so it's gonna be very busy for me, and I have to make the Saturday video, so I'm glad I have a little bit, even though I have like a final tomorrow, I have more time today to do it. Yeah. Sorry if this quality is shitty. I like cut off a piece of my screen protector that was like covering my lens a little bit and it helped, but I still feel like my camera phone is like super grainy right now and I'm not really sure why. I don't know if like the lighting or something. It was a little better out in the living room, but I don't like being in public quarters while I make videos. Yeah, what else? I took my second of 2 finals today, of 3 finals, and that went pretty well. My professor played We Are the Champions like really loud as she was passing out the tests, and I thought that was super cool because it actually put me in a really good mood, and I think I probably did better on the test because of that. It was like I don't know, congratulations for not flunking out this quarter so far, you know. Yeah. And then there was this one guy who, like, I swear to God, his alarm went off like 8 times during the test. It was so obnoxious and everybody hated him, and I don't know how he lives his life. Because like I think he had like it on snooze or something, because it was like every 10 minutes or so his alarm would go off. And like after like 3 times I would turn that shit off. Like I don't care if the professor thinks I'm cheating, like pulling my phone out, like fuck that. Everybody was like really annoyed with him, and I would be super embarrassed. And yeah, I don't know. I was mad. It was very disruptive. My final yesterday went super good. I'm starting to think that like all I need to do is get barely any sleep and I'll do fine on all of my finals, because like the last couple nights I haven't been able to sleep. Like for one thing, I'm staying up really late studying because I'm paranoid that I'm not going to do well on the test. So I'll stay up till like 2:30 just studying, and then I can't fall asleep for a couple hours. And then I finally fall asleep, and then I get like 2 hours of sleep and I have to wake up for my 8 a.m. finals. And then they actually have been going really well, so like I don't know, my strategy's working. And I just come home and crash for like 3 to 5 hours and I'm fine, so we'll see. I'll try to get a little bit more sleep tonight because I feel like I'm probably going to end up crashing eventually, but my first 2 finals have been totally alright, and I do want to get some more time to study since I'm still way behind in this last class that I have the final tomorrow. So I have a lot of studying I have to do. I've been putting it off. I'm not good at doing things on time. That's why I make these videos past 10 p.m. every week. Yeah, so there's that. And then also, today, so we went to a showing for a house today. And I think we're gonna live there. It all happened really fast. We went there and it was pretty cool, and then the guy was like, oh, you want to sign like an application? And I'm like, sure. He's like, oh, you want to sign like the deposit agreement? And we're like, oh yeah, we all really like it. So yeah, and then like other people were showing up to like view the house or whatever, and he's like, sorry, I already rented it, because I think we were like the first people to show up to do the viewing. He just posted on Craigslist like yesterday or something, and he's like, okay, cool, we're done. Like I guess he doesn't want to deal with finding more renters or whatever. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. The place is pretty cool. I think the living space is a little bit smaller than it is here, but there's also not like a wall blocking like between like the kitchen and the dining / living area, so I think it's a bit more open, so we might actually have more space. And has like a washer dryer. There's like a carport, so our cars can be covered and mine won't get covered in like leaves and shit. And nobody will steal my parking space like the fucking neighbors. Yeah, and landlord's super cool. He was talking about how he just replaced like a ton of the floors, and he got some new appliances, and he's planning on before we move in, replacing the floors in the bathroom, and replacing the stove and the fridge, and like some of the sinks. Like, not because they're not functional, but just because like he's trying to keep it like updated and nice, which I think is really nice. That he's not like just putting in the bare minimum effort. Like, he actually really cares about the place and cares about the upkeep, and he's planning on like doing all the lawn stuff himself. So he seemed really chill, and honestly, that was one of the biggest things. There was another place we looked at, and I was like, the landlord seems like a Nazi. And like, that was like the only reason I was like, I don't want to live there, because I want a landlord that's nice and that, I don't know, isn't a fascist. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I hope Tyson likes it, because he kind of made a joke afterwards. It's like, oh, I didn't like it. It sucked or whatever. Why'd you guys like agree to sign all of that stuff? I was like, Tyson, if you didn't like it, you should have said something, because like me and Cecily really liked it. And I hope that he was actually joking. He said he was joking, but I'm never sure. So I don't know. I think he might just tolerate it. I'm mostly excited. I'm excited to have an office because, like, for one thing, I might be able to get like a nice PC. And secondly, like right now I'm doing all my homework either on my bed, which can be uncomfortable, or like on the dining room table, which is definitely uncomfortable. And also, like, I love Tyson, but he can be really distracting if I'm trying to do homework and stuff. So it'd be nice to have like a quiet space to do homework. Yeah, I'm excited about it though. I'm really happy with the place. I think it's cool. I'll have to get a parking permit though. It's not within walking distance of the school, but that's whatever. It's also like $200 cheaper than this place, or actually it's more than that, because the place where we're at now, it costs $1,100 a month, but if we were to stay, it would cost $1,170. And this place is $900 for like, it's not a house, it's a duplex, but like it's sort of like it's a house. It's just kind of, there's like the downstairs and the upstairs unit. Yeah. There was more I was going to talk. Oh, I was also, god damn it, I've got so much I wanted to say today. I was going to talk about Reddit too. I've been commenting on Reddit a lot more lately, and like I can definitely see how this could become a hole I could fall in, because like I posted a comment and it ended up being top comment, and it got like 70 upvotes, and I was like, 70 people liked what I had to say, and it was super validating and made me feel really good. But it's also kind of a huge time sink, since I spend a lot of time trying to formulate what I want to say when I'm commenting. So I can see how this might at some point become sort of a waste. But at the same time, you know, like, I think commenting on Reddit and I think making these videos is something that's really good for me, to an extent, because like I sometimes have a hard time organizing my thoughts, and I think it's good for me to sort of force myself to like pontificate my thoughts. I think I have a better grasp on the language, and I think I have a better grasp on my own opinions because of it. So yeah, I don't want to overdo it with Reddit though, because like I can like, if I let myself, I can spend a ton of time on Reddit, but like in moderation. I'm like, I could try and reap some comment karma, you know. I don't know. This is turning out to be a really long video. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye.